Meantime, this update tonight, a week after we broke the story locally that some New York City Wegmans stores are using controversial biometric surveillance tools on customers. Investigative Post is now out with more details on how the grocery store chain is tracking shoppers. IP says the surveillance starts outside. Quote, as soon as a shopper pulls into the store parking lot, cameras are capturing video of drivers and their license plates. Once inside the store, cameras track shoppers' movement. Shoemaker with Investigative Post joins us live here tonight to talk more about this. I don't know that it's necessarily going to surprise anybody, but when you really dig into the specifics and the types of cameras, for instance, that they're using inside, I think some people do raise some questions.
Yeah, so for example, we'll start with the outside cameras, the ones that are in the parking lots. Wegmans says, these are just your typical surveillance cameras. However, in their privacy policy online, they explicitly say, we are getting recordings of your license plate number. Maybe regular surveillance cameras capture that, maybe they don't. They make it very clear, however, that they're getting your plate number. Inside the store, they've got a number of other cameras you can see on the screen here that are tracking, shoppers throughout the store. Again, Wegmans says these are just typical surveillance cameras. I did a little bit of research on these cameras, however, and at both the North Buffalo store and the one off of Alberta Drive in Amherst, they are manufactured by companies that also market AI software that can run in these cameras. Now, this software, it has the capability of identifying objects in the frame. So let's say you and I are in the aisle at Wegmans. It will be able to say, there's two people in this location, and they're spending X amount of time looking at the steaks or looking at the broccoli. That could be valuable information for a big grocery chain like Wegmans. They want to know who's looking at what, how long they're looking at it, and if they end up buying it. Wegmans says it's not running any AI programs, but nonetheless, those cameras come with that capability. One of them comes with it built into the camera. That's just the beginning. We know that Wegmans is collecting a ton of other information on you. Think about anything you buy. They have data on that when you check out at the register. If you're using their app, they know everything you've done on that app. If you use their website, they know everything you've done on that website. If you get one of their marketing emails, they know if you're clicking on that or not. Then you've got the fact that when you're in the store, they can see information on you if you use their Wi-Fi. They are just collecting tons and tons of information on you. It's all spelled out in the privacy policy online, and that's just that's kind of the state of play here. And so I'm sure that some people will look at this and say, I'm worried that they have so much of my information. What are they doing with it? Others will say, look, I want to pay as little as possible, and so insofar as this is tracking folks who might be stealing or preventing some of that theft, and my prices stay low as a result, I'm willing to sacrifice some of that privacy. That's sort of the balance of this, right? Well, that's some people. Yeah, sure, and Wegmans they might make that argument. However, we know that Wegmans is also not the cheapest grocery store in town. I mean, I personally shop at Aldi from time to time. I think some top shoppers might have some opinions on that as well. The fact remains, however, that Wegmans is behaving like a lot of other companies are behaving these days, in that they are in the data game. Whether it's keeping prices down or not remains to be seen. We don't really have a view into that side of the company. But like many other companies, they are collecting as much data on you as possible. They are buying other data on you from other vendors. They spell that out in the privacy policy too, combining it to create these profiles of their shoppers that they can then use to target ads to you themselves. And they also say they share this information with other third parties. The data market in this country is massive. The name of the game is data. Why is Facebook and Google so big? Because they have data on you. Yeah. Wegmans is doing the same thing. And finally, in the 30 seconds I have left, you went through the privacy policy. Regular shoppers don't do that. Most of us have no idea what's being done, whether it's at Wegmans or any other retailer, because they make it so hard to really figure out what's going on, right? Yeah, and for anybody watching this broadcast, I would encourage you to think of a brand, think of a store that you visit, and type that into your search engine. Store name plus privacy policy, and click on the link and see what you find. You're going to be surprised of the amount of data they're tracking on you, and they might even disclose that they've got facial recognition cameras too. And you can read a lot more about this at investigativepost.org. Really eye-opening. Dale, thanks. Good to see you.